Hi everyone, I'm Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Or maybe for the first time, hello. And if you are here for the first time, or if you're coming back again and you're not already, you should subscribe and leave a comment. Say hello. So, I do this thing where I read the first book in a series, and then I like that book, and I'm like, I'm gonna continue that book, and then I never continue that book. So today I'm gonna give you 5 series I've started, and you guys can let me know whether I should continue them, whether they're worth my time or not, whether they're just so good that it's like,
Robin, why have you not read this yet? What is wrong with you?
so let's get into it. First up is A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. So, Game of Thrones. We know what it's about because it's been a minute. I don't even remember when I picked up the very first book, but I started and I was like, oh my God, I love it. And then I was always intended to pick up the second and third and fourth, fifth book, but I didn't. So I watched the show instead, and I finished the show. So at this point, is it worth it to finish reading the series or not? Because I feel like I'm gonna be really mad if I read it and it's not exactly, but it's very similar to how the show laid out. And I'm also weary about reading the series when there's no end date for the last book. Like, it could be this year, it's not, because 2020 is a dumpster fire and nothing good comes from this year. It could be 5 years, it could be never. So should I? Like, can somebody tell me how different the books are from the show? I keep getting mixed reviews because I've got a lot of friends who've told me, oh, don't finish the series because you've watched the show, you basically know what happens. There are minor details that are different, but overall it's not worth it. And I feel like I've heard that it kind of slows down in the middle there, and it makes it very, very hard to continue on. So I'm not sure. Then we have the Grisha Trilogy. So I also only read the first one, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. And was it the best piece of writing I've ever read? No, but you know what? It was a hell of a good time and I enjoyed it. Also, I really want to get to the Six of Crows duology. And I know people are like, you've never read Six of Crows. No, I haven't, okay? Sue me. Please don't sue me. You can't even sue me over this because... Exactly. But I do want to get to it. And so, do I need to finish the Grisha Trilogy in order to read Six of Crows and like get it? Or is like the first book enough? I don't know. Help. Then we have the Plantagenet and Tutor series by Philippa Gregory. This is a historical fiction series that goes through the lineage of some kings, and then it leads up to Henry VIII. I don't remember who the kings were before Henry VIII. There was a lot of them because they were all fighting and killing each other, and man. But there are 14 or 16 books in this series, and that's a lot. But I think I'm like on the 9th book at this point. And we've gotten up to the point of Henry VIII, and he actually just beheaded Anne Boleyn. That's not a spoiler. If you didn't know that Anne Boleyn was beheaded, then like I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I've gotten that far in the series, and it's like I'm at 9, so I'm halfway there, a little more than halfway. So I might as well just continue with it, right? I mean, the rest is about Henry VIII and the rest of his wives, and I kind of know how that goes because for some reason I'm very into Tudor history. I don't know why. I think it's because Henry VIII is just so insane that how can you not be? It was the syphilis, I'm sure. The untreated syphilis just went straight to his head. But I'm just at a point where it's like, it's not all that interesting to me anymore. The backstabbing and the romance and the political intrigue was getting me, but now I'm just like, I'm kind of over it. But should I continue? A more recent read that I have, and it's just the 2 in the series, but it's Warcross by Marie Lu. I loved Warcross. It was a fucking good time, guys. And so here's the thing. I keep getting mixed signals on whether I should continue with it because people are like Wild Card, which is the second one. It's just not that great. But I really need to know how it ends. And like what happens with the characters. There was like a little romance going on. I need to know how that is resolved, if it's resolved. But on the other hand, I'm gonna be really, really mad if Wildcard was like kind of trash and not satisfying at all. I mean, I'll probably do it, but should I make that a priority, or is it something that's like, you'll get to it when you get to it? I don't know if you know what the running theme of this video is, but it's...
I don't know. Should I?
This one is a series that I initially was going to quit. I 100% was going to quit this. Because I think the first book I gave 1 or 2 stars, and I was just like, this is not... What is this? It's not good. That's what it is. But that is The Magicians by Lev Grossman. And it's touted as a Harry Potter, but if Harry Potter was American and they were in college. And let me just tell you, that's not what this is. I can't actually tell you what it is because I read it so long ago, and I think I like blocked it out of my mind because I was so annoyed by it that I was just like, not remembering this at all. But I was encouraged to keep going because Sam from Thoughts on Tomes recently did a video with the best finales that she's ever like read, and on it was The Magicians. So I thought, if someone can admit that the first book was not good, but that the ending was like phenom, then maybe I should go back and revisit it and give it a try. So I think that I will. I'm not going to reread the first book because even though it was a long time ago and I probably need to refresh my memory on some of the things that happened, I refuse to do it to myself. I remember enough that I didn't enjoy it. I didn't have a good time. But I do want to find out what this ending is like, and so I will continue on. I think maybe I'll get to it before the end of the year, so we'll see. We shall see. But I am going to give it a second chance just because, I mean, when someone says that's a great finale, you got to find out for yourself if it's true or not. So that is what I'll be doing. But these are series that I'm like, should I get to them sooner? Should I not? What am I doing? So yeah, let me know what you think and tell me in the comments, and maybe I'll pick them up in the next month or 2 and continue on reading them. finish them like a trooper. It won't be the magicians. I need to like build myself up for that. But yeah, I hope to hear from all of you guys really soon in the comments. And until next time, bye.